really disappointed. Because I'm coming back for a third show, and if I don't get fisted on the third show, if I don't get fisted for Halloween, I'm going to be really disappointed.
You know what? Break out the blue sequins and we'll talk.
Alright, well, on that note, we should take a quick break. You are listening to Snark Alec Radio on Live 365's Loud and Loaded station. I am your host tonight, Mike, joined as always by Kelly and Tony, with our very special guest, Bronwyn, and our surprise guest who didn't get a proper introduction. Please introduce yourself with your Twitter handle, Laura.
I'm not sure what it is. Let's see. Laura_Norman9.
There you go. And Kelly's what?
Dickweed.
And we'll be right back.
That never gets old. We'll be right back.
And we're back. I'm your host, Mike. With us tonight, as always, is Tony Solo, special guest Bronwyn, special guest Laura, Dickweed Kelly. Kelly, since the last couple episodes we didn't get to properly get into the egg, can you explain the egg for us?
Or I could be a dickweed and just say no. Yes, I'll be happy to explain the egg tonight in honor of our guest. Our egg tonight is the Upper Dakota egg, because I can basically head this whole conversation off, because what I have here is a map of North America. Let's see if we can actually pull the camera up. I know this will be great radio for the folks listening to it, but it's a map with USA with an exclamation point, and then the blue section above, which I have named Upper Dakota, and we'll come more to that later. And then there are, and you may look hard, there are little dots. Laura, I would have added you as a dot had I known you were joining us, but there's little red angry faces on the East Coast, which are Tony and Mike, a friendly face in the Midwest, which is me, and a friendly face in Upper Dakota, which is Bronwyn. So we have that. And so when we make Canada Upper Dakota, Bronwyn, I do think, because I was unaware of Tony's United States government representation, but I do also carry some responsibilities, and instead of adding a star, we'll do a little white maple leaf for Upper Dakota. So, and you can kind of decide on the rearrangement of how we make 51 of these things fit up in the field of blue.
Well, and that's okay. You know, you guys can call us Upper Dakota, although you'll have to get in line. That's kind of been done, considering we used to be Upper Canada and Lower Canada. There's a whole thing there that maybe you're unaware of, because I know that our history kind of gets...
Would Lesser Dakota work better for you?
I'm going to go with Greater Dakota would be pretty awesome.
Okay. Well, we can work.
And then, you know, we can work on what we're going to call you guys, because, of course, we'll have to translate the map into Canadian, eh? Right?
We already know what we're going to call Kelly. We're going to call him Dickweed.
Just for you.
But before we get into the peace talks, because there's some negotiations we got to.
Before that, did you want to say some stuff about it? I'm still
thinking what we're going to call you guys in Canadian, eh? I think I'm going to probably go with Lower Nunavut.
Oh, okay. Well, you want to know something? You're assuming that you guys are going to actually win the war or win the negotiations.
I do assume that history would repeat itself.
What history? What was the last time we got invaded?
The last Canadian War, I forget.
I think it's in its bicentennial right now. It might have been the War of 1812.
Oh, you sided with the British. Yeah, they lost that one too, didn't they?